we're just sitting a couple of things out the standby. Is he open? One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. This is conference position. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2. 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Checking for sound. This is conference position 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us. We have the Sri Lankan captain. We just review today's game. I also look forward to the next game.
How frustrating is it to see playing Guyana, people winning, losing, and your own side cannot get any cricket here? What's the spirit of the side like this afternoon?
Actually, unfortunately, we didn't play today because of the bad weather. Actually, as a team, the both teams looking for the playing the match. That's the main thing, but we didn't play it. Actually, I saw the Guyana condition is really good, but in here it's not good in the weather. Hopefully, we have a match next Monday. Let's see. I hope we can play next Monday match.
If the weather doesn't break, what does the coach and the planning team do to keep the girls active?
Sorry?
How would you keep training? Would you go to the beach? Would you play in concrete? What?
Actually, our preparation is really good. Last couple of months, we trained hard in the Sri Lanka, but unfortunately, bad thing is we've come to here, we can't play good cricket, and our practice practice is not good because of the weather. We didn't have nets or indoor nets, so we didn't train much more in here. But our preparation is really good before the World Cup, so we trust our potential and our talent. Let's see. Next week played a couple of matches. We try to play our best cricket in this World Cup.
Hi Chamari. With so much rain forecast over the next week, it could be down to almost potluck who goes through. Is that quite exciting as well, knowing that there might be enough to win a game or two and get through to the semi-finals?
Actually, we have 3 matches next week. We try. Hopefully, we can win 1 or 2 matches. We can go to the semi-finals. But our main target is match by match play. Win the match. Just focus for the next match. That's it. If we won, we can go through the semi-finals.
You mentioned possibility of getting a game or two and going through. That's exciting. You watched last night West Indies and Bangladesh in your group. What did you make of that game, and what are some of the things that you will look to put into play if you come up against both of those teams?
I think before I came to here, I think this wicket and conditions are good for batting, especially T20s. So, but I feel last night, the second and third match, the wicket is good for the spin. So we have good spin attack. Hopefully our spinners doing well. We can win 1-2 matches.
Okay, and the West Indies, they look very sharp. You have your eyes on them, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. West Indies is a defending champion. They are playing good cricket. Last night they bounced back because you know they lost a couple of wickets early, but Stephen is playing really good and they scores 115 something like that. So they're fighting good. So I know they are a really good team. It's not easy team. So we try to our best and trust ourselves and play positive. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Say the words, please. Heather, you've played a lot of international cricket. How disappointed are you that this could end up being potluck in a major tournament like the WT20?
Yeah, look, obviously today's very frustrating. It's the wettest outfield I think I've ever seen in my career. And I was chatting to Danny Hazel back then, and we were saying she's played for 10 years and she's only ever missed, I think this would be her second full day that's been wiped out. So, yeah, we're hopeful we can get some cricket in. The forecast obviously isn't ideal. I think at some point we'll get some cricket in, whether it's a 5-over smash, whatever it might be. We're going to have to be ready. There's obviously nothing we can do about the weather above, and we're just going to have to deal with it when it comes.
With the forecast as it is, do you think consideration should be given to moving the games to another country?
If it meant we got the games in, then potentially, yeah. It hasn't obviously stopped raining since we've arrived. We're hopeful that it will stop raining, but if that's an option, well, it's up to the ICC to decide, not obviously above me.
What a setback to the England plans. Obviously, you didn't just come here to compete, you come here to win. How much of a setback it is, the washout today?
Oh, I think it's frustrating, but I don't think it's too much of a setback. It is what it is. Obviously, we'll split the points with Sri Lanka, and we're hopeful we can get a game against Bangladesh on Monday. We're obviously desperate to get our tournament going, but today it's obviously not to be. So we've just got to be ready when it comes. The girls are prepared brilliantly, so obviously the potential that we're not going to train much or be prepared as well as we would have liked shouldn't matter too much. Our preparation before, obviously coming to St Lucia has been great, so we've just got to trust in that and hopefully we can get out there and play some cricket.
There's an indoor auditorium just across the way from the Darren semi. Any thoughts of maybe going indoor just to keep the team active?
Well, there wasn't any indoor facilities for us yesterday, so we weren't able to train. I've obviously done the 100-metre dash across the pitch, so I've done my fitness work for the day. And yeah, we're probably going to have to be slightly inventive, I guess, with keeping the girls going. I'm not sure. Cricket's that sport, isn't it? It's quite hard to play it without facilities. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be put through our paces in the gym later, and we've just got to stay as fresh as we can mentally as well as physically.
And your 100 metres dash was in 13.2, barefoot.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Heather, you strongly hinted yesterday that Lindsay Smith would be making her England debut today. How disappointed is she?
Well, we're all disappointed. Came here to play cricket. I don't think Lindsay's particularly disappointed compared to the others. Obviously, you want to get involved, you want to get started in the tournament and settle as quickly as you can, but it is what it is. It's raining, and unfortunately we're fair weather cricketers and it's fair weather sport, so we can't get out there.
There's a strong possibility that the match against Bangladesh the points may also be shared. How as a team do you then deal with the pressure going into those crucial games against South Africa and the West Indies?
Well, I think it's tournament cricket. It's such a short, sharp tournament. Every game is important. You can't afford to slip up for for a short spell in T20 cricket, because that's going to lose you the game. So it's tournament cricket. If we've got to beat every team to obviously get to where we want to be in those semi-finals in Antigua, so I don't think it will change too much. Every game this tournament is must win, and if it happens that we're obviously going to those final games, I think we'll just be glad to get out there and play some cricket, and the fact that they'll be must win is just by the by.
Did you say anything to the team today when you discovered that it was going to be rained off, or are you going to say anything to them later in terms of trying to keep morale up or anything like that?
No, I think we're all pretty savvy in terms of obviously knowing it's wet and we're going to have to be ready. We knew that yesterday when we obviously came to the ground and saw how wet it was. We knew that there was a potential that we might not play at all or it would be a shortened game. So we've prepared for the fact that we need to be ready whenever. But no, I haven't had a chance to chat to the girls. Obviously, was whisked straight over here to talk to you guys.
On your off time, on the days when you're not playing, how much attention will you be paying to the other matches and see what the other key teams are doing?
Yeah, I watched yesterday, watched all three of the games on and off. Obviously, keen eye on the West Indies, Bangladesh being in our group. I think it'll be quite an individual thing for the girls. A lot of them are cricket badgers, but I think a few of the girls will just want to kind of switch off and have a chance to get away from cricket a little bit and take the pressure off and just be ready when we've got our games.
And based on what you saw from yesterday's matches, any teams that you're now keeping an eye on in terms of how they're progressing?
No, not too much. You obviously got one eye on the other group, and obviously the game that took place that's in our group as well, we had a keen eye to obviously going to have to play them. But the thing that worked for us so well in 2017 was focusing on ourselves every game at a time and facing the next team we were going to come up against, and that's all we can do. We obviously look at the other teams, and I think it was a great start for the tournament yesterday, obviously with India's performance and Han and Pri. It's created a buzz around the tournament, which I think is great for obviously the game and the tournament itself, and yeah, hopefully the rain here won't dampen spirits too much.
Thanks, Captain. Appreciate it.
Okay, all good. Has anyone picked up an umbrella? We've actually stolen it. It's been stolen and we need to give it back. And it might get very wet. No, okay. It's going to get very wet.
I'm going to use that. Thank you. Good colour.